Greetings, fellow artifact hunters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest. Episode 18, Dragon Banner. So now we own the Raz's Silversmith, and we'll keep heading north. So let's go to Hossenfolk, and then to Vostrum, to visit every Aserai town. Oh, did I go to the... I think I went to the tavern here, right? I'll double check. Yeah. Just a bunch of sellswords. Pottery, brewery, tannery. With a close-fisted dude. Which is too bad he's close-fisted, because he has good medicine and stewardship, but oh well. Too bad I don't have more grapes. Pretty cheap beer. Quite cheap pottery. I'll just keep stockpiling leather. Someday I'll find a market for it. And Vostrum. Although Vostrum is culturally Empire, I'll go to Danustica first. I think I've actually been to Danustica. Yeah, I have. But there might be trade opportunities as I'm swinging guy. Yeah, the jewelry sells here pretty okay. And you guys want draw speed. Okay, got it. Now, if I do work on my throwing skill, and I am in command of wildlings or the skirmishing cavalry, that will be beneficial. But if I'm just the commander of the Fian champions, my draw speed doesn't really help. So, a calculating daring. They don't have any negative traits. They would not... They're a scout. You know what? I'm going to say no. I don't need another scout. I already have a scout. Tannery, brewery, velvet, weavery. So no businesses I need to buy. Ortisia buys the leather slightly more, but it's not a bad price here. Same with linen. Same with pottery. Yeah, even the meat. So I'll just offload all of this. Somewhat cheap salt. And I don't want to wheel and deal animals because they'll slow me down. So 2 points in trade. Not terrible. We're 23 points off of the big one. All right. So we went to Danustica. I don't think... So we've been to Jomaris, right? Let's check. Settlements. Jomaris, no. Okay. Poros, probably no as well. Yes, okay. So we'll start filling in the middle now that we've swept the south. But it might make sense once I fill out some of this middle to run over to Maraneth and Epicatria. to continue the Dragon Banner quest line just because I'm in the neighborhood and it doesn't put me out. It's not inconvenient. So Velvet, Tanner. Another bitter draft. Is that the same dude? I think he's the same dude. He just like switched towns following me. What a creep. Quick follow me, dude. There is an arena fight here, and I guess I'll wait for the morning. Here we go. Another tier... What is it? 3 or 4? 4. Okay, at least it will be better pay. The tier 3 weapons typically... Oh, geez, we're getting teamed up. The tier 3 weapons typically sell for like 600 to 800, whereas the tier 4s can sell up to 1,000. So it's a little bit better price, considering I don't really use any of them. Does fish convert to a workshop? I don't think so. I think fish is just fish. Because oil would be oil presses from olives, not fish oil. To answer the question I asked a while back. So some raw resources don't convert like that, right? Same with horses, right? There's not a stables or something like that that you can own. So villages that have horses as exports doesn't really benefit a specific industry. You would think they would benefit all industries because horses make it cheaper to move goods, but the game isn't that deep complex. Don't believe we've been to Zionica either. Nope. Now, in the interest of doing this in a speedy fashion, I have not been trading with the villages, which would have been more trade points, but it would have taken me a lot longer. Brewing, wine press, and tanner. Oh, it's actually cheap-ish beer that I might be able to sell elsewhere. Same with the grapes. Look at this leaderboard. I'm like almost double the next guy now. Traveling the world, fighting for renown. It'd be cool if instead of gold wagers, there was like renown wagers. That would make it a little bit more palatable to do the renown game. Because like, who wouldn't join the kingdom of the most famed warrior of the land, right? Like that was a thing back in the medieval times, to some degree or another. I mean, I don't think back in medieval times the nobility stayed nobility. There was no such thing as like not being noble and becoming noble. It was you were born into it or you weren't. But like one could imagine a very strong warrior would be someone to rally behind. Unfortunately, the weapon that I'm getting is not or the helmet is not a valuable one. Looks like he took his buddy's javelin. Yeah, I think he did take the javelin to the back. I have talents that make my damage higher when I'm not using a shield. And most of these fights I don't really need to block that much, so... in order to make the battle go faster... although this dude's beating on me pretty good. Putting the shield away is, like, not unreasonable. I say as I royally screw that one up. 26. It's the same as the rough scale, so yeah, let's sell it. All right. Zionica's done. Jalmaris, I don't think I've ever been to either. Nope. Why does it say that I've not been to Jacqueline? Haven't I, though? Oh, yeah, I have. I think the gray is just what I don't have trade rumors in, then. Because Jalmaris... yeah, I've been to Jalmaris. I know their businesses. Okay, Amatatis, what about you? Tanner, Linen Weavery, Brewer. Okay, Rote. Olive Press, Brewery, Smithy. Lycaran. Wood. Oh, so there's a silver in the Lycaran. I am going to star Lycaran and track it, but I don't currently have the money to manipulate Lycaran's silversmithery. So instead, I am going to talk to the people about the Dragon Banner. Because there's no real point in me going over there and being like, I would like to buy your silversmith with money I do not have. So... northbound we go. There was, however, some trade goods. Ostican and Ortisia. There was a lot of stuff that I think I could sell at Ortisia. But, oh well, whatever. Because I kind of ran past it. Rode past it. Impulsive and devious, goodbye. Price for this isn't terrible here. So before I talk to Dragon Banner for Istiana, let's do a quick arena. Oh, it's a decent tavern. I think it's a tier 4. No, tier 5. Yeah, that's good prize. One of my companions will use that. Provided I survive this. Sorry, horsey. Gonna beat. Oh, there we go. Fisticuffs. I grabbed the bow because I did not want to be running down a horseman. And the minute I do that, the horseman goes down. It is very enjoyable to punch someone out, though.
Die, you bastard!
Who's this naked guy? Oh, that's the tavern bull dude. Bold move coming in here with no armor. Granted, I come in here with no shield. So... challenge accepted. Didn't I just beat you up? I'm pretty sure it's the dude that I knocked out last round. What? Oh, he had no health. He must have been wounded from a recent battle, because he went down fast. I did hit 125 one-handed, so we have a chance here to pull on leveling up. So larger shield protection against projectiles. Larger shield area for projectiles. And applies to troops in formation as well. Wildlings do have a big shield. So that is a benefit that if I was a captain to wildlings, they would benefit from. Because wildlings have a giant round shield as their default equipment. Or alternatively, damage to my shield while I'm blocking. Minus 20% damage to shield when blocking in wrong direction. And larger shield when troops are in shield wall. I like one significantly more than the other, but I'll have you vote anyway. So, Istiana, let's go talk to you.
Yes? Do I know you?
I am Halligan, and who are you?
I am Istiana.
Istiana.
You probably already know that, though. Once I wielded great power, but now... Anyway, I'm most curious what you might want with me. So, what brings you to me?
It's funny that my brother told me to not tell anyone that I have a piece of the Dragon Banner, and here I am going, I believe I have a piece of the Dragon Banner.
Is that true? You may have one piece of the banner, but it's of little use in itself. You'll have to find the other parts. But once you can bring together the pieces, you'll have something of tremendous value. The banner of Calradios is part of a legend. They say it was carried by Calradios the Great as he led his small band of exiles into this land to make a new home for themselves. They say that so long as it is carried by a true son of Calradios, he shall never be defeated in battle. Or a daughter, I imagine, although that has never come up. Of course, our glorious armies have been defeated many times, but I guess those commanders and emperors were not true sons. Clever little legend. A child could see through it if she tried. But of course, people never try to see through the noble lies that bind us together. Thank heaven for that.
So you can help me find a buyer for it?
A buyer? Think bigger than that. Let me just say, if you can find the missing pieces, I'm sure I can help you put it to good use.
Where can I find the other pieces?
Before I reveal that information to you, I need to know more about your intentions. One could use the banner to restore the Empire, but one could also use the banner to destroy it. Let me tell you about myself. I was a confidant of the old Emperor Neretzes. Officially, I was not his spy master, as I am a woman. But that was the role I played, nonetheless. I liked Neretzes, and was very grateful for his trust, but he was not a good emperor. Too stubborn and principled. I probably should have poisoned him. This is what I learned from a lifetime in politics. There is nothing worse than disorder. Suffice to say that I know better than anyone about the lies and cruelty that kept the Empire alive. But all the murders I ever committed in 10 years of serving Neretzes do not amount to the death toll in a single hour when an army storms a town. There's nothing special about our empire. Any one of these petty kings and khans and sultans could probably get lucky and conquer Calradia, and do a good a job ruling it as we did. But the point is, we already did it. Our greatest crimes are in the past. Let us not undo what has already been done. So, if you intend to use the banner to save the Empire, I'll tell you what I know. But if you want to go backward, not forward, then I will not help you.
Not sure I have made up my mind about this.
Then you can come back when you have made up your mind.
I think we need to lie to her, so I'm going to lie to her.
So? What is that? You made the back, of course, a bar before...
Which is too bad, because I'd rather not to.
Good, I'd wait.
Okay, so she tells me that there is a piece of the dragon banner in this hideout over here. Okie dokie. And you guys want larger shield area. That's what I would have voted on, because that protects you. I don't think I'm going to be... Well, actually, wildlings are pretty skilled in shield wall, but... yeah, whatever. Okay. This is an opportunity for me to get some bow skill in, which is nice. Bunch of champions and my companions. Seems like a good crew. Oh, is that a... not... yeah, it's not a person. Yeah. Shooting at a campfire. Alright, companions. I'm going to let them loose. Forest bushwhacking bandits are kind of the harder ones to kill, because they do use bows. And they can plink at you pretty good. Using the trees. Sneaky peeky. It's not a very... it's a pretty small birch tree, so... gotta be careful here. I wish I had, like... you know, given the amount of money that I have, it might be worth investing in stacked bodkin arrows at some point, so that my arrows have a little extra punch. Because having to hit a target like 5 times might be good for my bow XP, but thank you, tree, for blocking for me. At the end of this, I suspect that I'll level up my bow to 75, which I think is a new skill. I doubt I need the extra arrows, but might as well take them. Nothing like a no-look hitting him in the head. Nice. Alright, we'll duel. I am not scared of dueling. Even though I'm holding a bow at the moment. Oh! Down you go. Yeah, I'll take you hostage. And there we go. Piece 2. All right, let's go over to Marinath for piece 3. So if you haven't already assumed, she wants to rebuild the Empire with the Dragon Banner, whereas Arzagos, or whatever his name is, wants to defeat the Empire with the Dragon Banner. So bow skill. We have got a choice between quick adjustments, so minus 50% accuracy while rotating, and minus 5% for archer, minus 5% accuracy penalty for archers in formation. And then the other is 25% reload for bows and 5% reload for archers in formation. I also had a focus point that you can decide on in a minute as well. In the current version, there's also the retreat if you just want to retire. That's what this thing is, if you were wondering, because that's newish. So you go there and you just retire, and it's essentially like a quick game. Oh, right. I have this armor to give out. Sigertruda. There you go. I'm going to hold on to this heavy mail vest only because if I get another companion, it's likely better than what they have. And buying one is going to be a lot more expensive. Trade goes up a little. And to work on my stewardship, make sure I'm supplying my troops with a wide variety of food. Oh, I have a lot of beer. Do the arena fight real quick, and then we'll do... Ooh, a noble mount. That's going to be some money. And then we'll get the third piece of the Dragon Banner. Without spoiling too much, Arzagos' questline is identical to Istiana's. It's to go to a bandit lair and get the piece. I wish they were a little bit more involved, because, like, bandit lairs are not... It doesn't really canonically make all that sense that, like, a bunch of bandits would be sitting on a piece of the Dragon Banner. It would make way more sense if nobles in the world had a piece of it, and you had to, like, duel them or something. Like, put down something to bet on and duel them, or something like that. That would, in my opinion, make a lot more sense. So it's like, I'll put forward, you know, $20,000, and you put forward your Dragon Banner piece, and we'll duel for it, or like, that's how I probably would have designed the quest if it was up to me. Not that it was, of course. Donk. And yeah, I'll take this 17,000 for selling that horse. Cause, yeah. All right, reload speed. Fun. I would have gone with that as well, because the Fian champions are really dangerous when they shoot fast. So, focus point. I could do two-handed, kind of maxed out on the bonus. I could do bows. I'm almost maxed out on the extra there. I could do leadership because you voted on leadership before. Leadership's not a bad one to have bonus. I could do stewardship, riding, or athletics. So pick between those 6. And I'm going to go talk to Arzagos.
Aye. Sorry, I don't think I know you. You probably are aware that I am Arzagos. I'm not sure why you have sought me out, but know that my old life as an Imperial lapdog is over. So, who are you, and what brings you to me?
I believe I have a piece of the Dragon Banner. In fact, now I have 2.
Is that true? Well, that is interesting. You may have one piece of the banner,
2.
but it's of little use in itself. You'll have to find the other parts. But once you can bring together the pieces, you'll have something of tremendous value. The banner of Calradios is part of a legend. It was said to be carried by Calradios the Great, who first led his people to this land to conquer and despoil. The legend says that no army led by a true son of Calradios shall be defeated in battle. Convenient legend, eh? Of course, the Calradians have been defeated many times, but I guess those were not true sons. Still, you could say it represents the strength and endurance of this empire. A buyer? I can help you do far more than that. Before I answer, you and I need to know more about each other. I don't know what you know about me. I was a citizen of the Empire. I was a commander in the Imperial armies, but I am not Imperial. I am what they call Peleic. Peleic is a language that is no longer spoken, except by a few old people. Even the word Peleic is Imperial. We are people who have forgotten who we are. The Empire has a genius for destruction. The destruction of languages, traditions, gods. It takes our fortresses, slaughters our men, and turns our children into its own children. Nothing can bring the Peleic people back. They are now Imperial. But it is an insult to our name, to our gods, to our memory, that the state which destroyed our shrines and fortresses should last and thrive. I have vowed that this empire shall not survive this civil war if I can do anything to stop it. And believe me, if I had that banner, there is very much something I could do.
I, too, would like to see the Empire destroyed.
I do not know where the other pieces are. When you have recovered all pieces, return...
Okay. So, conveniently, the pieces were in a bandit hideout 5 minutes to the west. Because, yeah. Of course they were. More like 5 seconds. Okay. In we go. Oh, you know what? I should have taken the focus point for bows, because you guys had voted on that, and I would absolutely benefit from that right now, but oh well. Too late. Dude, you're a pinata now. There you go. Hit him with 5 arrows. All right. My bowmen, despite the fact that they're like half a pace behind me, don't seem to be doing much. Which is fine. Gives me experience. Where are they, though?
To hell with you!
He's also hiding behind a tree. Sort of. Ooh, right in the head. Oh, dang. Got me.
For glory!
That was, what, a 65 meter or so headshot? Once I get a higher level bow, really long range headshots will be a lot easier to make. Because the draw strength of the bow increases and the arrow drop decreases. It takes a little bit of time to adjust to new weapons because they fire their arrow drop changes, but you know, I'll get used to it. All right, yada yada yada. You want a duel? Okay, duel. I like how he struts in. I already have 2 arrows in me. Duel. I decapitated him in a swing. Yeah, it's a duel. I like how I got legendary arm wraps. It's amazingly terrible. Armor tier 0. Assemble the dragon banner. I like how conveniently it has our house sigil on it. It was meant to be. So, I officially have the full dragon banner. My current banner is decreases the damage taken by ranged attacks by 10%. This increases the melee damage against mounted troops by 10%. Yeah, I like my banner better. But all right, let's go back to Arzagos, because obviously I'm not gonna side with what's her name, Istiana. I've gathered all pieces of the dragon banner. What now?
Excellent work. When you unfurl this banner and men see what they thought was lost, it will make a powerful impression. Clearly, you have been chosen by heaven for a great purpose. I see the makings of a new legend here. Allow me to call you Bannerlord. Right then, to the business of bringing down this cursed empire. As I see it, you have 2 options. You can create your own kingdom, or support an existing one.
How can I create my own kingdom?
It will not be easy, but I can explain in detail. Firstly, your clan must be independent.
Yes.
You cannot be pledged to an existing realm. Next, your clan must have won for itself considerable renown, or no one will follow you.
Working on that?
I would recommend that you gather a fairly large army, as you may soon be at war with more powerful and established realms.
Also working on that.
Finally, you need a capital for your realm. It can be any settlement you own, so long as they do not speak the imperial tongue. I will not help you create another empire.
Also working on that.
Now, when you are ready to declare your new kingdom, instruct the governor of your capital to have a proclamation read out throughout your lands. So, you have much to do. I will await news of your success. Return to me when you wish to declare your ownership of the banner to the world. You can create your own kingdom.
All right. So, at this point, the Bannerlord quest here requires us to either support a non-imperial kingdom, which I'm not going to do, create a non-imperial kingdom, which I am going to do. So in order to do that, we need clan tier 4. So that's what I'm primarily working on, because everything else comes as a result of clan tier 4. Once I get clan tier 4, I will start to gather 100 troops, probably more than that, and to claim a settlement. So claiming a settlement is also somewhat tricky, certainly easier than clan tier 4. But we are... Oh, we're actually about 2/3 of the way to Clan Tier 4. I'm 600 of 900. So we've been doing really good on that. And what will help out a lot will be, once I get trade 125, we'll have passive clan tier income pretty regularly, making it a lot easier to gain more renown from profitable workshops, of which we currently have 2. So I would be gaining 2 renown per day. And because days pass really quickly, that's a lot of passive renown gain. But until then, the way I get renown, honestly, is just going to be grinding away in those arena fights. Getting 9 renown per arena fight is pretty good. And then fulfilling quests for local notables for like 1 to 3 renown a piece, which is also pretty helpful. And then the way to get territory would be, the easiest way is to quell a rebellion. So granted, Vostrum is Empire land, so I wouldn't really want Vostrum. But what I have noticed is that Sargot has fell to rebellion pretty regularly. And that's Valandian land, which is not Empire land. So once we have Clan Tier 4, or even before that, because we could claim a town or castle. Castles don't really fall to rebellions, but we could claim a town even before we get Clan Tier 4. It'll be hard to hold it, but we should be looking at opportunities to do that. The trick with that is spending the money to support an army when you don't hold territory is very bankrupting. So that's another one of the reasons why I have so many caravans and workshops, is so that despite being landless, I have the income to actually support an army, because otherwise it's a bit of a challenge to support an army without. So that is on that explanation where I am going to leave off for this stream. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord Lords of the Forest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, March 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow bannermen.